Hi everybody, Jay Stange, President Emeritus, delivering a message to Spenard Community Council. I'm sorry we can't meet together this week. Our new president, Lindsay Hyduke, has recommended that we do short videos to say hello and give you some of our thoughts from the executive board. I wanted to say that I'm really proud of Anchorage for doing its part to maintain our community health by hunkering down here in Anchortown. I hope that in the weeks and months to come, we can check in on our neighbors, be patient with each other in any kind of an argument, and do our best to listen to our elders. Over here, we're planting seeds this weekend. We are excited about the Anchor Gardens project to grow food throughout the neighborhood and the community this summer. And I want to just leave you with a message. I want you to remember that your community is here for you. And also, we need your help in the community. It's the back and forth that makes everything work. So be well. Many blessings to your family. And I'll talk with you soon.
Hi everyone. It's nice to speak with you today. Lindsay asked me to provide a video update. I just first off want to say I hope you're all taking care and with your families and are hunkering down and are safe, and point you to the Muni's website. This is a terrific resource during this time. If you go to muni.org, it links directly to the COVID page, which has everything you could want. Links to CDC pages, current orders, just health information, symptoms, all kinds of stuff about COVID-19. So I would encourage you, I'm going to give you some updates today, but I would encourage you to check that location because it's just updated constantly and is really the best resource I think we have in the city. Great clearinghouse with all the information. So I'm going to talk about just a couple of things that have been going on in the assembly that are not related to COVID-19, and then I'll give you some more information on those. I could spend probably 30 minutes talking about COVID-19 or more. I'm going to try to make it quick in the spirit of the 5-minute updates that Jed and now Lindsay gives us. So I'll let Andy's doing an update too. I'll let him talk about the school board budget. We did pass a budget. It looks like there's going to be some more money, and we're hoping that that money can be used to replace, or to allow for the health teachers to stay. There were a lot of comments about not wanting to lose health teachers, and also the hour difference in start time. So we're hoping that the money that the legislature has included in the budget will allow the schools to keep those and not have to cut those programs. But Andy can talk more about that. We passed 2 ordinances, one that establishes an account and one that theoretically allocates up to $5 million, which is obviously a lot of money, of Muni money, to do, of our money, your money, to do a Pay for Success program for homelessness. That program here is called the Home for Good program. And how it works is that we don't have to front any money. We work with social investors. And these are folks typically like foundations or other philanthropic groups that see a value in dealing with the impacts of homelessness, but also realize that we need to see benefits and need to make sure we're making progress. And so the idea is this money is loaned to us from social investors who say, here's $5 million, Anchorage, see what you can do with it. And it's a partnership between us and service providers. And we then have to meet certain metrics of success. And if we do, we pay that money back. If we can't, we don't. And so it's a way to try to incentivize real results for cities and to give them the upfront money to do that. And so we have said as the Assembly, yes, we think this is a good idea. We'll still need more information on how, what those determinations of success are, and also where that money will come from. We've talked about, I asked a couple questions about that of the administration. We've talked about it may be coming from the MLMP sale, potentially an alcohol tax if that passes. And anyway, so those are some things to keep an eye on. It'll be coming back to us soon with more information. So in terms of COVID-19, as I said earlier, there's so much to say, but essentially things are busy and they're changing by the minute. So keep in touch with us, and also please follow that website because that's what has the most current information. When this started, maybe 2 weeks ago, when things were really getting heated here, Felix Rivera and I put together a resolution that made a bunch of requests. It was before the state and federal government had acted and made aid packages, and before unemployment benefits had been bettered, and all kinds of things had happened. And so now a lot of those we're actually seeing happen. But just want to let you know that if you wanted to look at that, there's a whole list of things that we had asked. Most of these things that we need are from unemployment or solutions for landlords and for tenants. I mean, we know tenants aren't going to be able to pay their rent. Well, that means landlords aren't going to be able to pay their mortgages. And so how do we find packages of aid and move forward in a way that makes all of us feel protected and safe during this time of pretty scary times? So anyway, feel free to check out our resolution. You can link to it from the March 20th special meeting, which is where we had it passed. As you know, the hunker down order has been extended until April 14th, and then that was by the mayor, and then followed by the governor of a shelter at home mandate, as well as a restriction from interstate travel in Alaska. Please adhere to those. I just watched the press release, the briefing this morning with the mayor and our health experts, and they're saying, and everything we're reading is saying the same thing, that this is going to be months. And so it's really important that we find ways to take care of ourselves during this time, and get outside and get a walk and read a good book. We've just been trying to do that in our household, really hunker down but not isolate. A lot of FaceTiming, a lot of connecting with our neighbors and friends through digital ways, and just encourage you to do all that. I'm running out of time. I can see the clock. So I'm just going to say a couple of things that the Muni has committed to, many of which Felix and I asked for in our resolution. No utility shutoffs. So if you can't pay your bills right now, you're still going to have water. You're still going to have electricity. The property tax payments get pushed back for people who can't pay, well, just in general, but in order to accommodate people who can't pay, that's something we're doing. Increase to state unemployment benefits, and also federally, we have a $600 a week addition to the state benefits, which is fairly significant. And we're relooking how we use the Angel Fund, which is a muni fund that could provide loans and grants to small businesses, and some details will be forthcoming there. All kinds of things, reduction in development permit costs by 25% so that we can incentivize development and continual construction during this time. We're not enforcing the rules about studded tires. So if you don't feel like you need to rush out to get your tires swapped, stay put. Don't worry about it. And anyway, so many more things today to say, but I'm at 6 minutes, so I'll let you all go and just say to stay safe. Be in touch if you need something from me or you want to get information. Feel free to email me. It's austin.quinn-davidson@anchorageak.gov. And I hope you're all well. Take care. Be in touch soon. Bye.
Greetings, Spenardians. This is Andy Howellman with your Anchorage School Board update. We did just finish a special meeting of the board a few minutes ago. This is Monday night about 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. What we got as board members was an update from the superintendent and the different directors of different departments and levels about what the district is doing in this closure. It varies by division. In essence, we are trying to roll out distance delivery at the high school 100% to all students in order to finish instruction for the year. We are recording grades. We are, in essence, maintaining that transcript. And the goal is to help every student finish the year with the credits that they were expecting to have. And of course, the real big one is have our seniors finish and have justification for the grades that we'll be awarding them as they finish out their K-12 career and get ready for what comes next. As we move down to middle school, again, trying to engage every single student. Grades won't be recorded. There will be feedback from teachers about the quality of the work. As you get down to elementary, it's really more just about engaging students, working with parents, getting some activities going. It won't be graded work, and there won't exactly be what I would call critical feedback, but it'll be more about just getting as many kids online as possible. IT department is helping resolve issues with people that don't have connectivity. SPED department is working with parents to deliver on the IEPs that are in place. And so all the way around, really there's a remarkable response that really is kind of reminiscent of the days after the earthquake, except it's even more inclusive. It really is involving almost the entire staff. So your school district's very busy, and if people have individual issues or problems, of course, start with the teacher. There should be a teacher in touch with your students, and that would be the first person to work with to resolve any issue. Second would be the building principal, and just like if there was normally an issue, work your way up the chain, and hopefully there'd be some resolution. And if you feel like you're not getting it, as a board member, Holloman_Andy at asdk12.org. Always happy to hear from you. Other than that, things are kind of going on as normal. The bond package is coming up. We will hope everyone will remember to vote and think carefully about what it means to the city to look ahead and look for the long term. I know a lot of people are hurting right now, and it's a difficult time. So everyone has to weigh that themselves. Other than that, if people do have questions, please do feel free to get in touch with me, and we'll be back in a month with another update and have a little bit more information on how well things are going. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Terry Linseth, and I'm the planning manager for the Anchorage International Airport. I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to provide our March community update to you. As we normally would if we were there in person, I'm just going to briefly mention the highlighted items in our report, but the full report for the March update is available on our website at anchorageairport.com. So the first of the three items I wanted to briefly discuss is the Airport Community Outreach Plan. The plan establishes guidelines for effective two-way communication between the airport and the community. At your last two community council meetings, we have been asking folks to submit comments no later than March 18th for consideration of incorporation into the plan. And the plan can be found on our website at anchorageairport.com, along with instructions on how to get those comments to me. Secondly, I just wanted to note that due to COVID-19, the Anchorage Travel and Tourism Job Fair hosted by the airport and mentioned in our March monthly update has been canceled. And thirdly, I just wanted to state that the Anchorage Airport continues to remain open and fully operational with the safety of our customers, tenants, and employees as our top priority. We're closely monitoring COVID-19 developments and are acting based on guidance from public health experts and state leadership. For information on our multi-layer cleaning protocols that we have in place to keep travelers and employees safe from communicable disease, please visit our website at anchorageairport.com. And lastly, thank you for the opportunity to provide our March community update to you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can call me at 907-266-2544, or you can email me at terry.linseth@alaska.gov. That's TERI.LINDSETH@alaska.gov. Thank you.